side escapes, which we did last time. Again, I never want him getting harness position. So we talked about this defense here. Okay, so I don't actually want to get your harness position, which is this position here. Okay, that we talked about. This is going to be difficult. Okay, but and again, my goal to escape would be to fall onto a side and start to kick off the hooks. Okay, work my position to come out. Okay, but at some stage during the match or during the fight, you know, his chin mightn't be on my shoulders. So again, when he's got harness control, okay, and we talked about good control, controlling my rotation, whereby his chin is tight on my shoulders. Okay, but at some stage when I'm moving about, his chin comes off my shoulder. Okay, so now there's a slight gap there. If you can see, I can kind of turn my shoulders a little bit. So all I'm going to do, guys, is try and turn into Dave. Okay, all I'm going to do is try and rotate my body, and I might even come to my side, but look, watch. I'm going to try and pull my arm through and get an underhook. Okay, and then get the half guard top. Remember, cross face and an underhook down here, and I'm in half guard top. Again, one more time. Again, you see this in UFC and MMA all the time, and again, because it's no gi, it's really, really slippy. So it should be a goal. So at any stage, even if he hasn't got the harness, okay, and I'm grip fighting from here, I'm just going to turn in. Okay, bring my arm across, try to get an underhook. Now, let's just say I turn in and I don't get the underhook. Okay, my hand comes to here. I can take it back. Okay, so it's really important that I get this underhook. So again, I'm here, I'm in my position, I lose my connection. David turns into me, okay, and he's trying to get this arm all the way under to here, okay. But if he doesn't get it all the way under, I mean, I can take his back. Yeah. So his goal is to get this, and again, from here, he wants to get my back flat on the mat. Okay, because from here I've game, so he's going to drive into me. Okay, and then from here, he's got his underhook, he just cross faces, and now I'm chest to chest, and now I'm having to play a game from here, and I'm in half guard top. Okay, that's the first escape, guys. Looking for the underhook, right? Just trying to rotate into the guy. Just purr off. Okay. Get the chair sit and the harness position. I think this is the very first class we did on the back. So again, from this position here, okay, remember we were passing guard, and again I could be doing like a bullfighter pass, and as I push his knees to the mat, okay, his back's exposed now, yeah, remember we the very first move, the chair shift, I come in and get my knee behind his head, I secure harness position, sit on my hip, make the connection, bring my foot over, roll him over, the very first class that we did, the chair shift there. We also showed you the harness position, okay, so from my bullfighter pass, I do the same thing, just a slight variation. I'm going to, instead of stopping his back going in the mat with my knee, I'm going to use my shoulder, get right to the harness position, whereby my chest is occupying the space of his back. I've got my left knee in his butt and my right foot planted. But let's just say someone does this with me, but their foot isn't planted, to be quite close to the body. Therefore, their base is off. And we talked about hip height principle, guys. Okay? Here, bro. Pass, just get up. Remember we talked about I need my hips higher than their hips, okay? Again, it's on the a few weeks principle, just turn around, get in your back. So, what makes a good pin, guys? Look, I'm going to just turn around. So look, why am I winning? My hips are above his hips, yeah? I turn your back. Mark, why am I winning? My hips are above his hips. Cross my hips are above his hips. So let's just think about it. If I'm on the bottom or I'm trying to escape, I want to get my hips above his hips. So again, just get up, bro. He pushes my knees to the side. My back's exposed. He slides in and gets harness control. So let's just say his leg. Alright, this far leg isn't being started. If I can get my hips higher than his by bringing my knees all the way up and coming over to this side. Yeah? Okay, so look, he's got a really tight harness on me. How do I break it? I go to twister side control, which is one of my 7 positions at top. Look, I just use my hips, control his knees, and I move my hips back and back till I get to this position here. Yeah, part of here. 7 positions on top. And once I broke his grip, straight into cross my position control. Again, one more time, bro. So, then bullfighter pass, he pushes my knees to the mat, the harness attack position, he comes, he's controlled my back, but just say I try to get my hips one for one moment, he hasn't got face. I want to get my hips out of this way, just bring my knees to my chest. Okay? All the way over here. He's got really good tight harness control here. So I just want to control his knees. Okay? And move my hips back. Get my knee into his hip. Okay? And then twister side control. Again, I have lots of game from here. But for the sake of the drama, just go to cross mat. That's it. That's escape number 2. Again, I'm in my harness control position. I'm controlling the arm that comes across, guys. Remember we talked about the underhook hand, grabs the top. We discussed all that last time. So again, guys, if I want to go for the bow and arrow, my underhook hand opens the gi and I pull it tight. Okay, just to stretch it out. My right hand comes in, and again, if I can get it to about collarbone level, okay, it's good. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to hide my elbow. So I bring my elbow back to hide it, and then I drive my shoulder into the back of his neck, which is going to bend. Okay, it's going to bend his chin towards his body, which is going to weaken him. Okay, I take out my left hook. Okay, and I replace it over my right. Okay, then my left hand comes around. Okay, and I come perpendicular. Bring my leg over, and I have the bow and arrow choke. Okay, so if you weren't here last week, maybe just play with that. Okay, but what's going to happen? Again, we talked about a good defense. Rather than just putting the hands in the collar and grabbing, which is quite static, because if he wants to escape, guys, he wants to be grip fighting. If he can get control of my wrists, and I haven't got upper body control, he can turn into me and do that escape beat and just get the underhook. Get the underhook here. How did he do that? Because of his grip fighting. And you're not going to be grip fighting if you're latched onto your lapels. Yeah, like this. Okay, so still a good control method is this. Okay, so when he's here, his right hand's dealing with anything that comes over this shoulder, his left hand's dealing with anything that comes over this shoulder. And again, when you're sparring from here, guys, you want to be controlling my wrists. If you can get latched onto mine and start bringing this over and then turn into me and stuff, there's lots of different things that you can do. Also then, when that happens, we have the come here control that we looked at before. Okay, so again, this hand's here, this hand's here. Okay, it's kind of hard, right, to get anything from here. So again, I need some kind of control, because if I've only got upper body control, he can shrimp out and pop out. So look, I can get an underhook here. If I come as low as I can and slide my hand up, I can get a hold of this gi, which gives me some kind of control. Okay, so I want to come in at his wrists, between his wrists. Okay, so I'm going to feed this hand through. Okay, slide it up through. There's a slight space here. You need to look to see what hand's crossed. Okay, if it's this one, and he brings him tight to his body, obviously there's going to be a little pocket here because of the arm. Okay, so I've got my underhook. I'm going to slide in at the wrists, because I want to clear this one. This is the one that's stopping me. So look, I grab it with my hand, and I just slide it down the gi. Just lift your other hand, bro. Back. So look, I slide this down the gi, and then I cover it with this hand, and then I'm in. Okay, again, cross your hands. So again, I feed in, I get the underhook. Again, I never lose my connection the whole time. I'm right here, ear to ear. Okay, I come in at the wrists, feed it through, get a hold of this hand here. I'm not trying to pull it off. Okay, you can keep it up now, it's okay. I just slide it down the gi, just to create a little gap, and then I hold it with my other hand. So now it's in place, then I feed the hand in. Okay, bring my elbow back, drive the shoulder in, take my hook over, keep my connection, and I'm here. Okay, try that, guys. Cross his hands, get a little bit of an underhook there, I feed through. Okay, get control of this, I push it down, control it, get my hand in here. What are we going to do now? What's the next move?
Hide your elbow?
Exactly, hide my elbow. He's really smart. What's he going to do? Fold to my strong side. Can I hide my elbow now? Shit, it's stuck to the ground. And I'm also immobile because all his weight's on my hook. So what do I do now?
Kick your leg out.
Yeah, exactly, guys, from last week. It looks as if I'm letting him out, but I'm not letting him out. So watch, look. I put my foot at the back of his knee, or I kick him in the butt. I kick him off my leg. And the minute I do that, I do this. Okay? I hide my elbow again. Okay? This hand here, we talked about him rolling to all fours in a second and getting the clock choke, but look, I'm going to reset the chair sit from here. So once I get that elbow back, my hips are free. I can slide my knee up, step over, keep harness control, and when I roll from my right hip to my left hip, I immediately have the choke. Okay, we'll do it one more time. So he's really smart, right? I'm here, I'm in my position, I do all the usual stuff, I get to here, okay, I'm about to go for my move, but he falls to the mat. Okay, I can't get this elbow back, so look, I just kick him in the butt to here. And once I kick him off, I gotta get this shoulder back. Once I hide the elbow, I have the choke, I just slide my knee up. Look how, once I get this elbow to the mat, look how much I can move my hips, you know, to create the space. We talked about last time, if I can get my hand to the mat even better, I can go even better, but I then have no upper body control. So again, come to here, this position, move my hips back. Once I get the leg over, I'm going to be grabbing here, rolling over. He's going to be defending with this hand, so I can hit this over, across to my guard, and I have the choke. Okay, this is the bow and arrow choke. Chair sit reset. And again, you've got to link this into your game, because this is the way when you wrestle, guys. It's not, you might have to reset that 3 or 4 times. And get that in transition. Okay, try that. We're going to play the same move again. So I'm here, I got to this position here. I'm going to play my bow and arrow choke, but Dave falls on my strong side. I end up here, I'm stuck again, so I kick him in the butt, I hook his leg, get my leg free, get my elbow back. Okay, but let's just say I don't keep the connection. I'm here and I'm not controlling him. How's he going to get out of it? So if he just rolls this road, if he just go back, look, he rolls to his knees, now he rolls onto his left side, lost the choke completely. So, come back. So I got to keep my connection with him. Okay? If I feel that he's actually going to roll to his knees, I'm going to release my underhook on the gi and grab his wrist. And I'm going to come up with him. But as he rolls to his knees, I switch my weight. Remember? I switch my weight, roll to your knees, from on his back to on his head. And I'm here for the clock choke. Again, I'll use the arc here. Here. So, bow and arrow, I'm here. Because I'm going to hide this so he falls to my strong side. Yeah. Take him in the bottom, put him off. So we're here. As I feel him, guys, look, I've got my underhook. I got to keep my rotation. I grab the wrist. Okay? I got to keep my connection. But see the way my weight is on his back? I want the weight on his head. So all I'm going to do is turn and put my weight on his head. This is called your classic clock choke. Again, you see a lot of people, they do it like this, and you sit on their head and walk around their head like a clock. But from here, guys, if I just put my chest on the back of his neck and just sprawl my weight, and I'm here. Yeah. Okay. This also, I got to be careful here, guys, because from here, okay, he knows that he can't go that way because of my grip, but he can also get back onto his side again. You know, here, and again, if he's got really good game, go back. Look, if he's really smart, as he does that, he's going to use his right hand to push this over my head, and as he rolls back, keep driving, no, keep on your back, push it, as he's got. Okay, wide, go back, look. I'm here, I'm going to sit on his head. He can't go that road because of this grip. Okay, but look, I see this, I've got to keep it glued. So, if he gets onto his side again and he pushes, he can use this as a lever. Keep pushing him, go back. You just grip this right hand grip on my elbow, because look, my arm's like this. You know? So, again, when he pushes this out and keep your hand there, he uses that. Look, just pushing, he's got leverage, he's got me right on my back here. Go back. So, I gotta keep this tight. I gotta keep this tight. You see this elbow? It's gotta be glued in. So the minute I feel him going onto the side again, go on your side again, I switch back, look, this grip comes back to here, and I go back, I just reset the harness again. Yeah, and I'm there again, I'm back. So as long as I'm aware of that, and I keep my connection. So there's only one place he can go. You see this all the time, your classic escape from the clock choke. When I'm here, he'll try to put his back on the mat and get this off. So I got to keep this tucked. So when he actually goes to put his side back on the mat, I reset the chair set. Look, go back. The minute he goes onto the side, where's my knee? It's under his head. And I keep my connection. I sit on my hip, bring my foot over, I have the elbow, and I'm here. Okay? Try that. It's just linking everything. Okay, so get to my clock choke position, guys. Let's just say he latches on to my right arm with both his hands and he's really pulling tight. And I'm here and I just can't. And again, it's 2 on 1. If he creates a little bit of space and he kind of gets, you can see where he's got my arm, he's got it on the shoulder blade here. I'm not going to get him. But I want to get the back, right? So look, same principle as before, guys. We're talking about bending the head. Okay, so look from here, and I've got my connection. All I want to do, guys, is bend his head towards his chin. Just took the head in really tight. It's going to be heavy fall here. Okay, so from here, I use my shoulder and I try to put his chin, okay, on his chest. Then all I'm going to do, guys, I take my hand that was on the wrist and re-grip my harness control, but I still got the gi. All I'm going to do is flop onto my side. Take the back, get the hooks in. Okay, again, use your arm. When I seen this, it says, this is just get on your knees, this is not going to work. Looks too cool. And then I pulled it off last week sparring, and I hadn't even done it before. So again, I'm in this position here. Just be careful when you do this, guys. Don't roll them unless you get their chin tight in the chest, because they're going to wreck their neck. So let's just say he's yanked on my arms. Okay, he's pulling down, I can't get this clock choke. All I'm going to do, guys, is look, see my right shoulder, I'm going to put it on his head. I'm going to drive it in. Just tuck your chin as far as you can. Okay, then I'm not rolling, I just flop onto my side here, pull him all the way over. Get my hooks in, reset. I have it one more time. Oh, sorry. So we'll take it this road, and turn around. So we're here. So look. He's got 2 on 1. You know, you got to know when to switch. You know, you're fighting a lost cause. You start trying to yank here. You know, you stay too long here, guys. He's going to turn around and enemy and get a single leg. It's going to be good. Yeah, and if he gets a grip on this leg here, or the art's really good at his reversals from here. Remember we talked about third position? Look at my harness. It's in a really shitty position. He's going to roll me over this side here. So I can't stay here once he latches on. So I've got to do something else. So look. I switch my grip from the wrist and re-grip the harness control, but I still got the lapel. Because if I take the back, I can go straight into the bow and arrow. We talked about choking in transition. Okay? I drive my shoulder right into his neck to get his chin on. Now I just flop onto his side. Okay, again, I want to choke halfway. I don't want to hit the position and then look for the choke. So I'm already moving around this way in transition. That's the last move, guys. Try it out.
Carol, are you ready?
No? You want to go my bag or I go here? Whatever you want.
Up again. Yeah, it's a bit better now. Feel better?
Yeah.
More good. You see why you do that? If you do
Relax, alright, relax. Think of your skates, remove the hooks. Use your feet to kick the hooks out. Outside back. Well, I have my legs. If I have my legs crossed, so unless I'm doing this, you're not going to get that.
You're not doing that, though?
No, I was having here inside the legs. Keep going, keep pressing.
What's a good way to try and get you to start?
Kick them off. Use your hooks.
I think you do. You don't want me back and change. And then come back and come on. But same thing. Now we're going to do that special here. See? Look. Come back. Say this. No. When I do like that, why you just hold, take my arm and let me go. What I do, you go see what I do. If you do that, that's why I put this step on. When you put in, take it. Take it. Not only those because I'm not giving you anything. Just when you put it on, that's why it's not, because you can stop it.
She's bending into me. My legs on the right foot. See that right foot? Get my arm and go. No, go back. See you are. On the side. You're trying to bend this foot back, but it's useless because bend it back. See that same foot? Good. Push this foot on and shoot your hips over. Exactly. Now turn in. That's it. That's what you want to do. Exactly. Use your feet to remove the hooks. One more time. We're ready to go. You're doing really good.
That's me.
That's me.
Give me more.
So much energy.
If you do that, I just switch off. don't use this legs. Don't use when you use it. You don't. You see? Yeah. Look.
Control my rotation. Go back onto your back. Keep your hooks in. Keep your hook out. There's nothing stopping. Keep your hook out. Keep your hook out. If that's there, I'm out. Okay. Keep your hook in. Keep your hook in.
No.
If I go to my knees, you come with me.
Go with you?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here you go.
Choking? Well, probably stretch me out. Put your balls in the mat. Stay there, stay there. Yeah? Stretch me out. That's it. That's it, that's it. See the way you're pressuring me?
Yeah.
Push your balls into my, yeah. You flatten me out. Once you get me flattened out, that'll do, bro. Once you get me flattened out, you know I'm there for the taking. Good stuff. That's so scary, yeah? Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.